I didn't bring that up for that reason. I brought it up because that's what folks on the right are saying. And they're accusing some of our prestigious universities like Harvard, like Columbia, and others in the United States of America of fostering thoughts of anti-Semitism, building tents on campuses, blocking students from getting their education, pointing out Zionists when they see them, and impeding their ability to learn peacefully. Now, when the right brings that up, what do you say? I don't know. I'm simply saying that's the reason we got to watch the outcome of this case. Because if Trump wins this case, even though he's highlighting liberal institutions, which will be alarming and concerning in and of itself, because we know he's going to favor the right over the left. He's going to leave some other institutions alone while he bothers others. It's problematic. Because there's a bigger, grander issue here. If he wins the case, then guess what? He's showing an ability to impede upon one's right to the First Amendment, which is free speech. And if he can pull that off, what can he do to anybody that opens their mouth and dissents in any way that is displeasing to him? What will he do then? We don't know. But it's scary. It is scary. My thing is, we also have to be mindful that when somebody brings up the fact that Harvard received $686 million in taxpayer money for fiscal year 2024, when they ask the question on the right, why does an institution with an endowment of over $53 billion, which is the largest in this country, why do they need taxpayer dollars close to $700 million of our money? That is a legitimate question. I'm not saying I know the answer. I'm not saying that it doesn't benefit our society, considering the students and the quality of the students that emanate from places like Harvard and Columbia and come out into American society and make a contribution to this country. I'm simply saying it's a legitimate question. This is not Stephen A. casting aspersions or casting judgment. You have some folks on the right that believe some of these universities are engaging in anti-Semitism and beyond, which is what Trump articulated. You got Candace Owens, a renowned Trump supporter, unapologetically so, suddenly going against the administration because she says they're impeding on free speech. Which side do you roll on? And why? You want me to give y'all a piece of advice on this subject? Bump the individuals. Don't think about Donald Trump. Don't think about Candace Owens. Think about the issue. Think about the potential policy, not the people. Because if you really, really think about what has ailed our society, that's really what it comes down to. We don't like him or her. We love him or her. And that's what the issue is. And a lot of times our emotions are dictated by people we do or don't like, as opposed to the actual policy and issues that will affect lives far extended beyond ourselves. This is one of those times. Candace Owens is bringing up the issue of free speech. And Donald Trump, who she has supported for years, is challenging Harvard's right to do whatever it wants as an institution of higher learning, which, by the way, is a private institution. Who's right? Who's wrong? The courts will decide. And if the courts decide that Donald Trump is right, Candace Owens is arguing that the courts will be giving him the right to impede on free speech, not just for institutions of higher learning, but for American citizens all over this nation. Ago, Trump threw out two tweets. One, he said perhaps Harvard should lose its tax exempt status and be taxed as a political entity if it keeps pushing political, ideological, and terrorist inspired / supporting sickness. Remember, tax exempt status is totally contingent on acting in the public interest. Before that, Trump had said this about Harvard: Harvard is an anti Semitic, far left institution, as are numerous others, with students being accepted from all over the world that want to rip our country apart. The place is a liberal mess, allowing a certain group of crazed lunatics to enter and exit the classroom and spew fake anger and hate. It is truly horrific. Now, since our filings began, they act like they are, quote, all American apple pie, end quote. Harvard is a threat to democracy, with a lawyer who represents me, who should therefore be forced to resign immediately or be fired. He's not that good anyway, and I hope that my very big and beautiful company, now run by my sons, get rid of him ASAP.
Not that I would see a day where I would be rooting for a university above Donald J. Trump and his administration. But I don't recognize his administration right now. I don't recognize what's happening. I have a theory. I do. We were kicking around some theories earlier, me and the team, and we were going, how could Trump be such a free speech enthusiast and allowing these things to happen? Going after college universities, trying to suppress speech, while pretending that you're not suppressing speech, while pretending that you're fighting DEI. It's so messy. It's so obvious. Everyone knows what you're doing. People who are still trying to grift, I suppose, are not willing to challenge you on this, which is ridiculous, because when you are out of office, we are going to have to live with these consequences. Our children are going to have to grow up in this America, okay? So when you threaten our speech, it's not worth it so that you can have pom-poms and go hurrah for a couple of years, then go, okay, well, yeah, now it kind of stinks because, we're getting arrested for wrongthink. We got David Friedman. Yeah, arrest him. Arrest Tucker Carlson and Candace Owens. Get them. I love it. And if you think it's going to stop with college campuses, you're out of your mind. So you better buck up and root for Harvard University in this fight.